Adrian, you really think Evelyn's gonna say yes?
Trust me, I'll make her.
After dating my childhood sweetheart Adrian for 8 years, we were finally getting married. The night before the wedding, however, I accidentally overheard Adrian.
Tomorrow, after the fleet picks her up, drive the vintage wedding car straight to the Sterling estate.
The Sterling family?
Adrian explained in a low voice.
Chloe's family company is facing bankruptcy and owes the Sterlings a massive debt. Her parents want to offer her in a marriage to the old Lord Sterling to settle the debt. But how can I just watch her life be ruined? I have no choice but to wrong Evelyn and put her into this debt settlement marriage as a substitute.
You can't bear to ruin Chloe? So you're gonna ruin Evelyn instead?
Lord Edward is already 90 years old and bedridden. The family is simply following a fortune mystic advisor's guide to arrange an auspicious match with a young girl to ward off misfortune. When he dies in a year or two, I won't mind that Evelyn has been married. I'll still take her.
But do you think Evelyn will just obediently exchange vows with an old man in the chapel?
Tomorrow I'll have my mother put a sedative in the tea Evelyn drinks. By the time she wakes up, she'll likely already be in the old lord's bridal suite. What's done is done. She won't have a choice.
I listened to it all without making a sound, making no fuss and shedding no tears. I simply returned to my room in silence to wait for tomorrow's wedding. By the time Adrian came looking for me again, begging to get back together, I was already 5 months pregnant.
Just as you said, what's done is done, you have no choice.
The next morning, surrounded by his groomsmen, Adrian came to escort me to the wedding venue. Chloe had tagged along. Seeing me in my wedding dress, Chloe began to cry the moment she walked in.
Evelyn, I'm so jealous that you get to marry the man you love. You're so lucky, not like me. To appease their debt crisis, my parents are gonna marry me to a 90-year-old man to cover their debts. But fortunately,
She dabbed at her tears and looked pointedly at Adrian.
someone already went with me to the townhouse today and secretly completed a private civil registration. The old lord couldn't marry me now even if he wanted to.
I thought being sent away as a substitute bride was already a heavy enough blow. I hadn't expected that Adrian had already signed the legal marriage documents with her. Sophie, my bridesmaid and best friend, had no idea what was really going on. She leaned in and whispered in my ear.
Today's the big day for you and Adrian. What is she doing here? Crying on purpose like this? Is she deliberately trying to jinx you?
I pat Sophie's hand. Today was never going to be my wedding with Adrian anyway. His escort was nothing more than a charade, a way to coax me into the car and carry out his bait-and-switch scheme. Sophie clamored for some traditional bridesmaid games. Adrian, however, frowned.
We're on a tight schedule. Let's not waste the time. Just find the bridal shoes.
A few of his groomsmen searched the room and quickly found my bridal shoes. But Adrian took the shoes and went straight to Chloe.
Evelyn, Chloe sprained her ankle on the way here, and her shoe
He
broke.
crouched in front of Chloe and skillfully swapped out her broken shoe.
Chloe grew up sheltered and isn't used to rough shoes. Let her wear your bridal shoes.
As he spoke, he took a pair of ordinary flats from the shoe cabinet and placed them in front of me.
They're just shoes.
He said, looking steadily at me, his smile as gentle as ever.
You won't mind, will you?
Adrian, those are her bridal shoes!
Sophie couldn't stand it.
What about them? They're just shoes. Does it really matter what she wears?
They aren't just a pair of shoes!
Let it go, Sophie.
I stopped her.
Let her have them.
Chloe was the daughter of the major shareholder at the investment bank where Adrian worked. For the past 2 years, Adrian had always used the excuse we can't afford to offend her family, to demand that I constantly compromise for her. My campaign drock, my pet, my favorite clothes and jewelry were given to her, and now even my husband was to be handed over on a silver platter. 8 years, and all I got in return was a meticulously orchestrated scam. Chloe put on my bridal shoes, her face full of triumph.
Adrian, these shoes fit me perfectly, as if they were made just for me. Where did you get them bespoke?
Those shoes were made by Adrian himself. When he was 20, he had taken silk, needle, and thread and hand-stitched those bespoke satin bridal shoes, one stitch at a time. He pricked his fingers countless times in the making.
Evelyn, it doesn't hurt. When we get married, you'll wear these shoes. I want to make you a pair of bridal shoes that is utterly unique in this world. Evelyn, I want to give you the absolute best.
The Adrian back then really treated me well. He couldn't bear to see me suffer the slightest grievance and would have given me the world if he could. But ever since Chloe appeared, everything changed. While lost in thought, Adrian had already slipped that shoddy pair of flats onto my feet. The rough material bit into my skin. The other bridesmaids, completely oblivious to the undercurrents between us, started cheering and chanting. Caving to the crowd's urging, Adrian leaned in. But right at that moment, Chloe stumbled clumsily into his arms. He was pulled forward by her. Their lips met with perfect precision. Instantly, the room fell dead silent.
Chloe, you did that on purpose, didn't you? I'm so sorry, I just lost my balance. You lost your balance? You could have fallen anywhere, but you just had to fall into the groom's arms?
Enough, stop arguing. Chloe sprained her ankle, of course she lost her balance. Besides, is it worth getting mad over such a trivial matter?
This is not a trivial—
Sophie was so angry she was about to curse. But I stopped her. Over the last 2 years, Adrian had dismissed far too many things as trivial. Last year, when Chloe plagiarized the campaign deck I had spent 3 grueling months preparing. Half a year ago, when Chloe insisted on crashing our anniversary dinner at a high-end restaurant, trivial. Last month, when Chloe recklessly fed my pet of 6 years the wrong food and killed it, trivial. Every time, Adrian told me to look at the big picture and not be petty with Chloe. This time, there truly was need for me to care anymore.